Welcome, readers. Today on Book Chat, we are jumping right on into this holiday season. We're going to be reviewing the book Christmas Camp and its movie adaptation. Stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm so excited to share today's sponsor because you know I love a good mystery title. We even feature one right here on the podcast every single month. So I'm always on the hunt for the next read we can feature on the podcast. So when I had this opportunity to check out this website, I knew it was an absolute great find, and I also knew that I had to share it with you. Today's episode is sponsored by I Found This Great Book. It's a directory of Black mystery authors featuring over 580 titles. If you're a fan of audiobooks like me, browse the 175 books in the directory that are available in audio format. Browse by author, style of mystery, including hard-boiled, cozy, supernatural, and more, or even browse like in a bookstore and scroll through the books until you see cover art that jumps out at you. Visit the special link especially for Shelf Addiction listeners by visiting ifoundthisgreatbook.com/Shelf Addiction. Support Shelf Addiction by supporting our sponsor, so head on over to ifoundthisgreatbook.com/Shelf Addiction and peruse the directory of Black mystery authors. The link is also in the show notes. Hey everyone, I'm your host, Tamara Ford, and welcome to Book Chat here on the Shelf Addiction Podcast. Participate in this discussion by joining the Facebook group Shelf Addiction Official. I hope to hear your thoughts on today's topic. You can always find me and Casey on Twitter and Instagram. The links for everything I've mentioned are below in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, please support this podcast by sharing it with some book nerd friends or on your favorite social media space. That would really help me out, and I appreciate you for doing so. The uncut video version of this podcast is available now on Patreon. Join us there for exclusive videos, including after shows and more. So if you're interested in that at all, you'll need to come on over to Patreon and sign up. Without further ado, let's get started. We've got a lot to cover today, so we are going to jump right on in. Joining me is feature co-host Casey from Heartful of Ink. Welcome back, Casey.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay. I know it's going to be a fun episode today. I'm super excited.
Oh,
yes. So today, you guys, we are in the holiday spirit. We've made a special cocktail, and we're going to chat about a Christmas book called Christmas Camp and its Hallmark movie adaptation. But first, before we get into that, first a toast. We're going to raise our glasses, yes, to us, to family, good friends, December birthdays, which is also us.
Yes. December
and of course,
babies.
December babies. And of course, the Christmas spirit. So cheers, Casey.
Cheers.
Yay.
Cheers, Yay.
Okay, we're going to have our first sip. Neither one of us tried this cocktail yet.
No, not yet.
I'm like super excited. I'll tell you what's in it, but first let's taste it. I like it.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. It's very red, you guys, and Christmassy. So if you can't see the drink, you need to come on over on Patreon so you can see it. It's really pretty. It's red like Christmas, but not bright red. It's like a deeper red. And it has a sugar rim on it. And it's very refreshing, I think I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not sweet, but the sugar rim adds just enough sweetness.
Yeah.
It has, let me pull up the recipe. It has a dry Prosecco in it. It has blood orange liquor in it, pomegranate juice, pomegranate arils, seeds. It's got a lemon wedge to help, stick the sugar on the sugar rim, and of course, granulated sugar. Optional garnish is mint sprigs, but I hate mint in my drinks.
Oh, I have the mint in mine.
She's got the mint.
I got mint leaves.
I don't want the mint. I'm like, it said optional. I'm like, okay, I'm going to skip. Can you taste the mint?
Not really. I think it's more literally just garnish.
Garnish. Okay.
I just taste all the pomegranate. But
I was like, when I was sipping mine, I was trying not to get the seeds because then I'd be crunching on them. I know you guys don't want to hear that. Crunch, chomp, chomp, chomp. That's what it sounds like.
But they're good. Oh my God. It's refreshing.
It is.
Ugh,
It's really
yeah.
good. This is a perfect adult cocktail. I know you have to
Hmm.
be adult to drink 21 and over, but I mean, us grown and sexy adults, not the new adults that need everything sugary sweet, us grown adults that drink liquor. hmm And
Hmm.
wine and champagne without 20% sugar,
Hmm.
it's good.
Hmm.
It's tasty.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you can get drunk off that. That liquor in there, you can taste it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That blood orange liquor is
It
not a joke.
is. It is good. 10 out of 10.
It's
Highly recommend.
yeah, 10 out of 10. And it's super easy too. You could actually make this like in bulk if you wanted. Just adjust the measurements and put it in like a punch bowl or something
Oh yeah.
and let people go for it. You don't even have to make it by the glass. Just keep the glasses already pre-sugared and let people get their own.
Perfect Christmas party idea. Or any
Yeah.
day party.
Yeah.
Right? Let's make a drink,
Mhm. Let me have one more sip.
Oh yeah. No. It is good.
It is good. It's really good. I love it. Perfect for my birthday and for Christmas. It's
Yes.
funny. Our birthdays are like a week apart.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Happy belated birthday for you.
Thank you.
We're recording in the middle and it's Sagittarius season right now.
Woo!
Yes. Yes, and we're all the business. You guys know
Oh
it.
yes. Archer.
Yes. I love it. I even got my birthday present in early. I ordered myself a birthday present. But
Ooh.
I'll show you in the camera here, but I'll explain it in the after show what it is.
Ooh,
It's-
it is gorgeous.
Thank you. I ordered it online. I was like, Black Friday sale. I'm like, yes, birthday gift. So you guys, it's
That's how
some
you do it.
bracelets. Yeah, their bracelets are super cute. So yeah, you can't see it unless you're on Patreon, but I'll explain it later in the after show. But I'm super excited. It came in yesterday and I just had to wear it, even though technically my birthday isn't for, a cute couple more days. I don't care. I celebrate all month, don't you?
Celebrate all month long.
Yes.
We get the short stick, I mean, my birthday is smushed right after Thanksgiving, and then it's December, and everybody's like, oh, holiday parties. And I'm like, but my birthday. And people are like, screw your birthday.
I know. The
And,
only people that get it worse are Christmas Eve babies. And one of my
Mhm.
sisters is a Christmas Eve baby.
Oh,
But
no.
she is not a Sagittarius. She is a Capricorn. She missed the cutoff. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No. December babies deserve presents all month
all
long.
month. I agree. I concur. Cheers to that. Presents all month long.
Cheers
You
to
know,
that.
I will make it happen. I will buy myself presents all fucking month long.
Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes.
That's good. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into what we're supposed to be doing other than drinking and chit-chatting. The drinking and chit-chatting will continue in the after show. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
But we're going to try to get into the subject at hand. So, like I said, we were talking about the book Christmas Camp, written by Karen Schaller. The audiobook is narrated by Anne Marie Gideon. It was first published October 16th, 2018 by William Morrow Paperback and Harper Audio. I cannot talk with all of this. It's the citrus making me not be able to talk. It's like getting to, all the points in my mouth. And I'm like, oh God, sorry. Okay. Anyway, it's 354 pages long in paperback, and the unabridged audio version is 8 hours and 32 minutes. Casey, would you please share the synopsis?
I will. From the screenwriter of the Netflix original viral hit, A Christmas Prince, comes another heartwarming holiday story about a beautiful Grinch who's determined to get her dream job, even if it means spending a week at Christmas camp where she discovers an unexpected love. Haley Hansen's idea of the perfect Christmas is escaping to the Caribbean to work so she can avoid all of the traditional Christmas distractions. Over the years, she sacrificed her personal life to climb the corporate ladder at a prestigious Boston advertising agency. Now she just needs to land a coveted Christmas toy company account to make partner. But her, oh my God, excuse me.
It's the alcohol already.
It's already. But first, her boss thinks she needs a holiday attitude adjustment and ships her off to a Christmas camp at Holly Peak Inn to help her find her Christmas spirit. After arriving at the charming Mountainside Inn, Haley meets the owner's handsome son, Jeff, and feels an instant spark, because of course she does, but resists the attraction, refusing to be distracted from her goal of doing all the required Christmas tasks as fast as possible so she can get back to work. At first, Haley struggles with the traditional Christmas camp activities, not until she finally allows herself to slow down, live in the moment, and let Christmas back into her heart that she begins to grow closer to Jeff. But when he finds out Haley's come up with a plan to help his dad save the struggling inn while he's been trying to convince his dad to sell it, their relationship takes a serious holiday hit. Now it will take the magic of the season to bring these two hearts together. That's the entire damn plot line. Like, that blurb is way too fucking long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is very detailed, isn't it?
Ugh.
Okay, first let me just say, I think I would fail at Christmas camp day one because I don't have a Christmas sweater. Casey is wearing a Christmas sweater, and I don't even have one.
Hood.
Yes, it's cute. It's very holiday.
Thank
You would fit right in at Christmas camp. Me with I have a sweater that says good vibes and it's black. And that's my black heart. Good vibes, but black heart.
I would love to go to Christmas camp with you, though.
I think it would be fun, though. I would do it. I would do a Christmas camp.
But I would punch Jeff when he tries to take my phone away from me.
Girl, right? I'm like him in this phone.
I will slow down. I will chillax. I will unplug, whatever. But you're not taking my phone. Fuck you very much.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this, like rehab? I'm like, dude, first off, we're adults. You don't want, if you want to take it from the kids, if with the parents' approval, fine. But I'm a fucking adult. I fucking paid to be here, and I'll have my phone if I want to.
What if there's an emergency, like there was with her job? Like, who can take an entire fucking week off from work?
No.
Have access to anything? No.
And that's just the thing. She wasn't even on vacation, really. She was there to learn something, but she wasn't technically on vacation. So she needed access to her phone and her laptop. And it's like, he was so asinine about it. I'm like,
bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, to the point where that makes you less attractive to me. Like, why are you in my ass about this phone? I just can't do it. I'm not over here calling the psychic hotline, posting on Instagram. I'm talking to my colleagues about work. I don't know.
No, that was too much. Like, go F yourself, Jeff.
Yes. And they did tone down the phone aspect a little bit in the movie. It was still there, but I don't think it was as forward and like blatant as it was in the book.
Yeah, it was still really annoying though. Like, yeah, she saw a text from her coworker that said 911 emergency, call me ASAP, and she does. And Jeff gets his little panties in a twist, and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you lied to me. I can't believe you have your cell phone. You've betrayed me so much. I have to run away to Boston."
Like, bye. Exactly. Boy, bye. I'm like, first off, I feel like at that point, she has kind of said how important it is what she's doing. And she's trying to get a promotion. So why in the fuck would I not call back a 911 from my job? I'm going to call.
Exactly. And it was a huge thing. Like, her pitch got moved up to the day she would get back. So she didn't know that she would go home and have to present a pitch that she didn't work on. Like, this is this is huge. This
Right.
is very fucking important work for her.
Right.
And he was like, nah, you lied to me. You're not supposed to have a cell phone. You have to unplug, detox.
But then he can go take care of business the next day on his own. He can leave and go take care of business.
Well, he's the son. He's not actually here for Christmas camp.
Oh,
My eyes so hard.
that was like one of the most annoying things to me was the phone thing. And then the second most annoying thing to me was her constant hang up on not eating sugar. Like, that was annoying AF. Like, she's constantly like talking about like not necessarily a diet, but it kind of felt diety.
Oh, it was definitely a diet. Like,
yeah.
I'm just cutting out sugar. Like, bitch.
Right.
Are you trying to say that you're better than everybody?
It was the worst.
Oh, I go to the beach. I eat fish. You know.
No sugar.
No sugar.
But
off a cliff.
I know. I mean, I really did not like that. I'm like, okay, you want this girl to be likable, right? I mean...
No, they call her a Grinch in the blurb.
Yeah.
So she was just supposed to be like super anti-Christmas at every level, including sugar. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. But I think they did really tone it. They didn't really even address the no sugar in the movie. But I did notice when she walks into the end and they say, hey, welcome. Here's our signature hot cocoa. She picks it up, never takes a sip, and puts it down. And there's other scenes when she's handed cupcake and something else. She never bites it. She never eats it, nothing, and puts it down. And I'm like, I wonder if I hadn't have been so aware of the no sugar in the book, would I had even noticed she was doing that in the movie?
Probably not. Because, like it felt like every single page, but it wasn't. But, like it was constant, no sugar, no sugar. I can't do this. I can't do that. And they just kept it silent in the movie. But if you were paying attention, and I don't think I would have noticed that if I hadn't read the book.
Yeah, because I'm like, that chick is not drinking anything. She's not eating anything. Weird. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to make of it. I think it's kind of, it's really on the line, I think, for me with eating disorders and stuff, the way she's dealing with it, like in the book, it just feels that way. It has that feel to me.
A little bit, yeah. Like, was there a reason she was detoxing from sugar? Not that she gave. Like, she just said, I don't want sugar.
No.
It felt very restrictive. It felt very just like, oh, well, I just can't eat anything. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. I have to eat salad 24/7.
I know.
Or have a candy cane. Can never have a single crumb of a cookie. Like...
And then I feel like there was a part in the book where she just started eating the stuff, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, the faucet's on. I'm just gonna eat every fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sensitive to that stuff, I guess. I just don't like it. I don't like the diet culture. I don't like diet vibes. And that brushed me a little bit the wrong way. So first the guy bossing her around about the damn phone, and then the self-imposed diet.
Yeah. No. It was wild.
And the angel room that she was utterly disgusted by.
Oh my God. I wish they had spent half their budget on angels just for that one scene. But, that she walks into the room and there's like a handful of angels on the wall in the movie. And you're just like, okay.
That was a letdown.
It was. In the book, she walks in and I just imagine like walls of angels just staring at her. Like a horror movie-esque. You walk into the room of dolls, except it's angels. And so, of course, she starts taking everything off the walls and stuffing them in drawers and stuffing them under the bed. And I was like, yes.
Yes, like very themey and gaudy and...
Over the top.
Yeah.
Trashy. wanted to see that in the movie. And 3 little paper angels taped to the wall. And I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like, y'all run out of money? What happened, Hallmark? Oh my gosh. And so that was toned down. I'm like, okay, well, she didn't have a cow about the angels, which I thought was a letdown. They changed the dog.
Yeah. The dog in the movie was just weird.
No, yeah. Like the dog is supposed to be a golden retriever, right?
That's what I thought.
It's on the book cover as a golden retriever. And I don't know what kind of freaking dog that was in the movie.
Some weird mutt-like thing.
It was somebody's on the staff dogs. They said, somebody bring in your dog. They probably didn't. Who has a friendly dog? Speaking of dogs, oh my God, Casey, remind me to tell the story of what happened to me on Friday night with my cousin's pit bull in the after show. Remind me to tell you. Oh my God. Okay, that's it with dogs.
Okay. No, in the book, he was so cute. You know, he was running around, waking her up every morning, bringing his leash. He brought her snow boots. He was, you know, like basically a physical character, but he couldn't actually speak. He was just barking at everybody. He was great. In the movie, he does that like once, and it was just random and it didn't fit, and they cut out way too much.
They cut out a lot. Even the one single dad or divorced dad with his kids, like the kids actually had parts in the book. They actually had personalities in the book, and they kind of fought with each other, and it was kind of like interesting. But in the movie, they were so bland. I'm like, these kids.
I think they spoke 3 words each, maybe. And yeah, no, the book was better than I expected it to be, but it wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It wasn't good at all.
So when I first started reading it, I was like, oh, it's Christmassy. It's cute. You know, you expect cheese balls. So I was like, oh, it's not bad, you know. But at the point when I was texting you about it, I think I was only like 10% in or something. So like the real shenanigans hadn't started bothering me yet. But, you know, it was the whole work scene and the whole go to Christmas town or camp. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But it soon got like, oh my God. All the things that you don't like.
So I want to give this author props because she can write, but she's very obviously a screenwriter and focuses very heavy on the physicality to portray emotions.
Yes.
Because the heroine would be like, she's smiling as she drove to do this thing. And I'm like, okay, so that's how she's happy. But then you do that 10 more times. You can't tell me what she's feeling. You just tell me that she's smiling. And at one point, Jeff, like, it literally said his voice sounded stressed. And I was like, does this mean he is stressed?
No, it's direction for the movie.
Except it didn't work because the actors did not get this book.
No. And let me just say, you guys, so honestly, I could not visualize Haley or Jeff in my mind in the book. Like, I couldn't really get a good grasp of what they look like, in my opinion. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, okay, yeah, I could kind of see Haley looking like that. I kind of, you know, I wasn't surprised by her. But that actor that played Jeff, he was not cute at all. At all.
I think he was the ugliest man in the movie. Like,
I'm like, look, you want me to deal with these shenanigans, at least be cute, okay?
So at the end of the movie, when Gail's son Ryan shows up in his military uniform, I literally went, you had this all along? You had this hot man, and you went with the little shrimp man?
Yeah.
Like, you could have had this as the hero. He's not the best.
No.
But he's pretty.
Yeah.
Then Jeff is literally standing behind him in his pale pink shirt, looking like an actual shrimp. And I'm just like, why?
Actual shrimp. Oh my God. It does. With his like slightly grayed hair. I'm like, is that on purpose? They tried to gray his hair on purpose?
Make him look distinguished, except his dad was better looking than he was.
Oh my God. No. I'm like, that was not cute at all. I'm like, this guy, and like, I looked at some of the photos on IMDb to kind of refresh myself about, she looks all young and fresh and like, honestly, almost too young. She looks like she's straight out of college or something. And he's all old and ragged. Like at the table, there's this like time where he's talking to her and he has on like this light purple shirt and this black jacket, and it looks like the shirt is ill-fitting. The collar is half under the coat, half up above the coat. I'm like, it looks wretched. Like, do you know how to dress yourself? You look a mess. You look a mess.
He was a hot mess, but like ugly.
Ugly.
I don't.
Like, he didn't even have, like, how some people aren't the cutest, but they have like some kind of charisma about them where you're like, he had none of it.
There's no chemistry between the two of them. He was like a cardboard cutout. They would have been better with a cardboard cutout than this man.
Man, and that kiss at the end, I'm like, awkward.
Oh, no, I'd shove him into the snow and run away.
He looked uncomfortable, or they both kind of looked uncomfortable. I don't know. It's just... It's not a win on the romance level. I mean, and honestly, I do understand that Christmas books and Christmas movies want to keep like the romance in the forefront, but also mild. They want to keep it like teen romance, even though these are full-on adults. And I found that kind of disappointing with both the book and the movie. I'm like, I don't even believe the chemistry we're supposed to believe they have. I'm like, no, not in the book, not in the movie. I don't see it anywhere.
We were told that it was a romance because, Gail, the elder woman, came along. She's like, oh, you two look so cute together. And Haley's like, yeah, I guess we are cute together. Okay, I'm in love with him. And I'm like, no, honey, no, you're not.
I don't know how you fall in love with somebody in 5 or 6 days when they're shitting on you for 4 of those days about your phone. I'm like, you're not for me. Okay.
In the book, he had a couple of nicer moments. Like, he didn't pack any winter clothes or anything. So I think it was like day 2, he gives her his mother's old clothes and shoes. Like, that was a genuinely sweet moment. Should she fall in love with him because he gave her clothes? No. But, he didn't have any of those moments in the movie. So, like, there's this much more depth to him in the book. But still, like, no, there's no believable way that they fell in love. There's not any sort of chemistry. There's not any sort of they're going to be together forever feelings. Like, I don't. She can walk away from him and find somebody better in a heartbeat. And she should. I don't think she will, but she should.
Yeah. And I do feel like when it comes to writing or even film, like, I know this is like a PG, no sex, right? No sex, but, fine. But you can have chemistry without that. You can definitely have tension without that. And this woman is the writer of The Christmas Prince. Now, I did not read that book, but I saw the movie.
I didn't realize it was a book. I thought she wrote the script for it. But yeah, like The Christmas Prince, it's adorable. The prince is actually hot. They have some you have chemistry on screen. I watched it whenever it came out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It was like 2017. But, even the girl they picked and the guy they picked, I mean, they were cute together. And it had like a lot of little cute things with the little sister and the queen or whatever. It was cute. And I believed they were attracted to each other. I believed it, even though they weren't getting it on anywhere. But she couldn't do the same thing here. She didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was no. It was like friendly banter. Like this wasn't romantic. This wasn't sexual tension. This wasn't anything.
Right.
Like, again, there was a little more depth to them in the book, but the author relied too heavily on telling us what they should be thinking and with the facial features, and like she wanted it to be the movie, and then they took this and went, no, we're cutting out 90%
a whole
of
bunch of
it,
stuff.
stuffing it to an hour-long movie, and we just ruined everything.
Didn't they change some of the activities as well? Like some of them were the same, but some of them were different.
Oh yeah. Like on the first night of camp, they did their charades thing, and that was cut out of the movie, which good. Like I didn't want to see charades. In the book, they also went sledding at some point.
Yeah, that was cute. The sledding was kind of cute.
Yeah. Maybe that was supposed to be sexual tension because he was holding her on the sled. I don't know.
No, I didn't feel it. That was her brother making sure her ass didn't fall off the sled. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like it felt like nothing.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break, y'all. And then we'll come back and finish talking because I don't want to go over our time. So go ahead and check out the sponsors. You guys check out my book review journal and my reading challenge journal, because it's the perfect time to start your challenge gathering for next year. So get the challenge tracker, and if you want to see what it looks like, I did post something on my YouTube channel, so you can go see but see later. Don't leave the podcast. Check out the stuff. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Today's episode is brought to you by the Shelf Addiction merch store. Check out all the bookish t-shirts, notebooks, mugs, and more. Don't miss out on these original designs, perfect for any book nerd. Support the podcast and visit shelfaddiction.com/merch and pick up your next favorite bookish item. All right, we're back, guys. Thanks for sticking through those commercials. We appreciate you. So we're going to jump right back on in. I know that there were other things that they had changed. Casey, can you think of a couple?
So these are like very minor details, but Jeff's dead mother's name changed. In the book, her name was Grace. In the movie, her name was Libby.
You're right. I didn't notice that at first.
Yep. And then Laura, the cook, she's supposed to be like this 70-year-old
older lady.
And no, in the movie, she's like this 30-something. And yeah, that was just weird. Like, why? They had this conversation where she's like, Jeff, I've known you so long. You do this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this just hits.
It had a vibe. Yeah,
it's
different.
The same age. And not lovely grandmother.
I wish I could see her. I'm about to pull up IMDb because I feel like she was also let me close this. Not only was she much younger, she was not white, which is fine. Or was she? I don't think she was. She was like, she kind of had a Hispanic feel to me. Did she have a Hispanic vibe to you?
Maybe a little. But I know she had dark hair.
Yeah. What was her name?
Laura. The character's name.
Well, maybe she is just white. But it definitely had a really different vibe with her being a lot younger. Like she could have liked him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But then at the very end of the movie, they're like, oh, here's my husband. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Why was this necessary?
Yeah, and then, John, I think it was John and his two kids. Is that the guy? I'm like, I don't remember them being black in the book. But in the movie, the one son doesn't look black. The son looks, I don't know, like maybe he's adopted. He didn't quite fit. Fit. So I'm like, okay, well, I love it. I'd like to see the color, but I feel like they're just putting it in there because it's easy.
Yep. But everybody else is white.
Yeah.
Everybody else is white. Yeah, no, it was very
That's another thing I don't like about, and I guess it might just be the type of Christmas stuff. I haven't really seen any Christmas stories. I know they're out there. I just haven't seen them on these lists, these listicles and things. I haven't seen non-white Christmas stories on the listicles that have also been made into movies. It was hard to find something like that didn't have a white cast.
Now, I know there are a few Christmas movies on Netflix with black leads. Let's say The Christmas Calendar.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so cute.
Girl with the camera and falling in love with her best friend.
Yeah.
They're both black. And that's like one of the most adorable Christmas movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But there's no book correlation. And
exactly.
Yeah. We need diverse Hallmark movies.
And the Maury twins do Christmas stuff between them, Hallmark and Lifetime. They do some Christmas stuff every year. But they're not usually with an all black cast or anything. They're like, you know what I mean? So
the token black girl. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if that would be like one of my criticisms. It would be like, can't we just like naturally have some other types of people in these books? So when they make the adaptation, it doesn't feel like they're checking a box just to say the whole cast wasn't white.
Yeah, I would love that. But, this is America.
America. I don't know. I mean, that's not, what my Christmas looks like. I do love the black Christmas movies. Like, some of them are super cute. I love some of them.
Oh, yes.
But I just don't read any. I'm like, where are they? Someone send me a link. Tell me some.
Yes. And if you want to write one, come to me. I will help you write it.
Yeah, she will.
I will. I want to read it, so I'll help you write it.
Yes. Yeah, because it was hard. Like, I remember when we were looking through the, stuff that was available, we were like, well, this one, nah, not that one.
It's all white. It's all bland. It's all boring. It's all cookie cutter, the same. Like,
yeah.
Even Christmas Camp was...
It was very bland. Like, overall, it was bland. The book overall... like you said, the writer is good at writing, but she didn't bring any heart into it. I felt no love, nothing.
There was no emotional depth to it because she doesn't know how to do that. She relies on the actors to portray that emotional depth. Yeah. And that doesn't translate onto page because if you say, oh, she's smiling, I'm not feeling that smile. I don't feel it.
No.
When I see it in a movie, yeah, I kind of feel it more because there's a face attached to it. But in a book, no.
Yeah. So, and if we weren't, I always complete everything that we agree for the podcast, right? Because I never want to be that person that doesn't finish something for the podcast. Right. Now, my personal reading, that's another situation. But had this been on my personal reading list, I'm not sure I would have finished it.
I thought about turning this into a drinking game. Like, okay, every time they say the word Christmas, I'll take a shot. And then there's this paragraph or a page or something in one of the earlier chapters between Haley and Jeff where they're like discussing the infliction of Christmas camp. And they say Christmas like 100 times on this page. I'm like, oh my God, if I was doing a drinking game, I would be dead right now.
Oh, no. The predictability of Christmas, like how many times can you say,
Yeah, but they had to go, it's Christmas camp. Why are you saying it like Christmas jail? And
yeah,
the whole page of back and forth. And that could have been really cute in a movie. It just didn't hit right in the book.
Yeah.
And I think this author can write. She just relies too heavily on movies and the actors portraying the emotions.
And that is not good when the actors that they choose are unable to provide the depth and chemistry on the screen. So what you think you're describing that you want, they can't even regurgitate that on the camera because they have no chemistry.
Jeff
So
had emotions. Like,
Yeah.
he was just a little shrimp. Like, there was nothing to him. Every time he talked to her, like when he took her to the wishing well, and that was supposed to be so romantic, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? This is nothing. And
in that scene where he was pretty much acting like a spoiled baby when she missed their hot chocolate date. Oh my god. I'm like, what in the actual that is the biggest turn off in life. Like, are you serious right now? She apologized, but he didn't care. He wasn't trying to hear it.
He did not care. He was a whiny little bitch about everything. Everything. Basically. Oh my god.
I think she just liked him because he was able to help out her parents with their money pit of a, house.
But even then, how much did he really do? Because he sent over a friend.
Yeah, he sent over a plumber friend or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was supposed to be his thing, right? He's a contractor, right? He's supposed to be able to come in and help make miracles and rebuild things and keep the original land, architecture, all that stuff they were trying to praise him about that we never actually saw in any capacity.
Except when he ran away to Boston to go work for a day because she hurt his feelings. He's like, well, she's the workaholic, so I'm going to go to work.
I'm going to work too. Nah.
Okay.
So nah. So fair.
You little baby face boy. Oh my God, I cannot.
Oh, he is so not cute, dog. Oh my God. I'm looking at this cover art. You can see it here if you're looking on Patreon. He looked like somebody's like, I don't know what. I don't know.
Girl, she's a Reese Witherspoon wannabe.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be a person. I want to be a human boy. I have a cardboard cutout. I cannot with him.
Maybe he played Pinocchio or something. He could be Pinocchio. Maybe. I don't know. Yes. Or Tin Man or some shit. I don't know. He is not the business. They could have really did a lot better with him. And it could have changed the tone of the movie completely. Unless they had a hard time getting chemistry with different people combinations. I don't know. I don't know about that casting life, but I'd like to imagine I could cast this movie better and get better results. But that's just me.
This man. Yeah.
No. I'm about to click on him. Who are you? His name is Bobby Campo. Who are you? Oh, let's see. So he was... Oh, he hasn't been in a lot of stuff. He has 38 credits. He's been in stuff I've never watched. The Scream series on TV. He played Seth Branson. I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either.
He's been one episode people in a lot of things. Yeah. I came on this show for one episode, that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Nope. I'm straight. Completely not. No, thank you. Wow, that's a shame. Oh, they got that stupid trailer playing on his page too. The angels, the snow angels. That scene was so cheeseball.
Oh God, it was so bad.
I don't want to make snow angels. See, anti-Christmas camp. First off, okay, y'all, if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, but I'm a Black woman, so I do not want to lay in the snow and possibly get my hair wet. Mess up my hairstyle to make some stupid snow angels. Maybe when I was 10, it didn't give a fuck, but now that I'm a full adult, no, I'm not doing that smack. No, we're not doing that. Let me lay down in the snow, deep snow up to my, no. I can't do it. Let me get my
Nope.
jeans sopping wet so I can.
Nope.
No. Can't do it.
Nope.
Even when we were kids and we did it, I remember having on a full ass snowsuit. We didn't want our clothes getting wet. Did you do that? Did you have a snowsuit? We had freaking snowsuits. Oh my God. We had snowsuits. We put the mugs on over our clothes and went out and played in the snow. Came in to the utility room or wherever, took off the snow gear, left it in there to dry out, and then we carried on our merry way in the house without getting our clothes wet. That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I just don't get my Christmas camp certificate. No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Would you get your certificate? Would you do all of the things?
No, because as soon as Jeff tried to take my phone away from me, I'd punch him in the face and then get kicked out of camp.
Like, ma'am, you're excused from camp.
In the book, they don't do this in the movie, but in the book, I think on the first day, they also take her laptop away.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody touches my laptop, no, you're fucking dead. This is my business. This is my life.
Yeah. And I think it's dumb because you're in the middle of doing things all day. You don't have time to go back and open a laptop and work. You don't need to take the laptop. A phone, is portable. A laptop is not. And if you're outside doing stuff, what's she going to lug the laptop with her? No one's doing that. No one.
Yeah, no, like they made this whole big deal of her clutching her laptop and like, I can't give up my laptop. Like, fuck no. No. I'm out.
I mean, they made her sound as bad as the kids. The kids were like, no, not my phone. They took my phone too. But that's how the kids sound in the book. They sound real pissed off about it. Like, they took ours too. But
that opening scene in the book where, everybody's sitting around and introducing themselves and like the kids are just sitting there texting and sniping at each other. And I was like, yeah, this sounds like they're 16. Like they won't even look up from their phones. But then she's doing the same thing. And I'm like,
yeah.
What are you trying to say here? Are you saying she's 16? Or are you saying that they're workaholics at 16?
I don't know. But you know what, though? Honestly, I get the idea of trying to unplug and trying to put the phone away. It was just executed poorly, I think. Because like even in real life, right? I know I like to take pictures of my food and drink. So I will snap some photos before I eat. Oh, look at my cute drink. Look at my cute food. But then I'll put the phone down. It will have a good time, right? The phone's not in my hand. Or like even at events and stuff, snap my photos, I'm photo queen, and then put the phone away and then enjoy yourself. The phone isn't glued to my hand. So I get the idea of it. I get the purpose of it, but it was just poorly executed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not taking my phone away. You're not taking my laptop away. I would go to a Christmas camp if it wasn't that strict. Because, I think it might be fun to make Christmas cookies with people and go chop down a tree and go sledding. And
guess what? I'd want a photo of me doing all that shit. And then I put my phone away.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you could make hilarious TikToks and have fun with your friends doing it. And you could take selfies with your friends and then show it off, have a picture of you chopping down a tree to hang up on your wall to be like, look at me. I chopped down a tree. Like, they make cell phones out to be like, it's just this huge evil thing. And they're not.
No, they're not.
What if you got lost in the woods while you're chopping down a tree? What if you accidentally chop off your arm? Can you call 911?
I know. Where's the phone? No one has a phone to call anybody.
Yeah.
Help! Somebody help!
They're using all these tools, the saws and the shit. Like, what happens when
y'all out in the wilderness? You need a phone. I don't know. Maybe Jeff hid a phone in his pocket and he was entitled to because,
Because he's the boss's son and he can get away with anything while yelling at everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Christmas camp. Christmas camp.
I would not go to their camp.
No.
I would not go. If there was a fun one with diverse people and all kinds of fun things and maybe learning about more than one holiday, mix it up, throw in some diversity, throw in some fun traditions that everybody can try and share. Yeah, that sounds like an amazing idea.
Yeah, definitely.
This was not executed that way at all.
And I think, overall, it's a cute idea. I mean, the idea was a good start, but it's just everything else. I mean, it wasn't horrible, guys. Okay, so don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it was horrible. I'm just saying that it wasn't great either.
Yeah. Like the book was decently written. My biggest issue with it was that she just relied too heavily on physicality to show emotion.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think most people would really have an issue with that. I'm just nitpicky and editorially, and I'm just like, give me more depth. But you can write, and I've read much worse books than this. So I don't want to. She's a good author. She's a good writer.
Yeah. And when it comes to Christmas movies, I have watched my fair share of cheeseball Christmas movies. Yes, I have done it. I think we all do it while we're decorating or whatever, just getting in the mood for Christmas. I watch these cheeseball movies, but this was not a good one. This was not something I'd ever watch again. And y'all, we are committed. When we do something, we're committed. We had to get a stupid free trial of the Hallmark channel to even watch this movie.
Which, remember to cancel your trial.
I set a calendar reminder to cancel it.
I'm going to cancel it today so I don't forget.
Same. Because what will happen is you still have access, but they just will know to cut you off. So,
yeah.
So, we free trialed it for you guys so we can get access to this lame-ass movie. But I would not recommend watching it at all. I would just skip the movie version completely because there's no point.
Yeah. There's really nothing redeeming about the movie. Like maybe a couple of jokes, but it's better in the book.
Like, look, not to go back and harp on the dog, but even Hawkeye knows, even the Hawkeye writers know that everyone loves a golden retriever at the holidays. They had a golden retriever in that movie, in their Disney series.
Yeah.
Golden retrievers equal holidays. Not some random ass, we love the random dogs, but not for a traditional holiday movie. You must have a golden retriever. It's a requirement.
This dog was cute, but it just didn't have the pizzazz. It didn't have, and in the book, he had so much character and personality, and
he would bark on cue. You'd say something, and then the dog would be like, bark, yeah, or bark, no.
bark. Yeah.
Yes, super cute.
Didn't have that. And it was icky.
I feel like my dog will have that kind of personality when I get one. It's going to be like the little smart alecky dog you ever seen. Or, it's going to know exactly when to talk.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know. The dog was a disappointment, too. So many disappointments in that movie. The movie just didn't hit it. It didn't hit it, y'all.
Nothing redeeming. Nothing.
And in my opinion, the book was fine with air quotes. But it was also 354 pages. So it wasn't like a quick 250-page read, which it could have been. It could have easily been. Yeah. So I don't recommend this either. If you're trying to find a couple of short books to slam into the end of the year to make your goal, I would not recommend this as one. Don't do it.
Yeah. Run away.
Yeah. All right, let's rate this thing. What do you think, Casey?
All right.
All right.
Movie first.
Book first.
Book first. I think I'd give it 3 stars. Maybe like 2.5, maybe 3. Because again, it's well written. There's some pacing issues, but not too bad. It's mostly just like I keep harping on. She is a script writer. She wrote a script, and it didn't really translate well. There were some funny moments. There were some good moments.
Yeah.
Jeff had this much more character depth and this much more believability into the romance. I'm holding my fingers like half an inch apart. Like, she's a good writer, and I don't want to ding her for that.
Yeah.
But I would not recommend it to anybody. I would not tell anybody to read this. I would not read it again myself. I will probably forget about it next year.
Yeah, totally.
You say Christmas Camp, I'll be like, what are you talking about? What?
What
No.
that? Oh, that?
I don't know. So, like, it's a generous 3 stars. She's not a bad writer. It's not a bad story, but it's completely forgettable. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what about the movie?
1 star. It's
All
dead.
Right. All right, got it.
There's nothing redeeming about it. There's nothing good for it. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
There are other cheesy Hallmark movies. They're so much better. And the love interest is always so much hotter. And there's usually some chemistry that you can believe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more chemistry than everybody has more chemistry than this. Like there is. Nope. 1 star. It's dead in the water.
Yeah, we actually completely agree on the ratings. For me, I had marked the book at a 3. Like it wasn't, unreadable, but it also is one thing that I would never, ever recommend to anyone. Mm-hmm. So it was a fine, quote unquote. So it gets the 3. Fine. And I agree with you. The movie was trash. It was trash. It was not good. Nope. Nothing about it was really cute. Even the little kids I thought would be cute watching them like banter and stuff. It wasn't. They were lame. Everything was lame.
They have that much banter even in the movie.
No.
Like, there's more bantering in the book.
Right.
Not a lot, but something. And here they're just like, I don't know. There's nothing to them.
Yeah, I just don't quite. Yeah, I just didn't get it. I didn't get any of the feels. I actually was watching the movie. I pressed pause to do some other stuff. I came back. I'm like, did I miss something? Should I rewind it? I'm like, nope. Keep watching. Nope. And so yeah, 1 star on the movie. I definitely do not recommend. If you want to try this out for size, go for the book, not the movie.
Yeah. Even though in this case, like an hour long, but still don't save that hour for something else in your life.
I mean, in this case, the book was better, but not by much. Not by much. So yeah, I guess we're done. What do you think, Casey?
I think we're done.
All right, you guys, if you want the after show, you know what to do. Hop on over to Patreon. If you want to talk with us about books and other things, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter. You have those handles in the show notes. And you can also find us in Shelf Addiction Official on Facebook. Yes. So, Merry Christmas, you guys. Happy New Year if you don't listen to another episode before, but you'll hear from us one more time this year. Yes, we'll be back one more time this year. So enjoy, all the fun activities leading up to your, Christmas Day if you celebrate. And we'll catch you later.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Take care. If you enjoyed today's episode and would like to show your support, there are a few things you can do. Head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a positive 5-star review, or like this episode on your favorite podcast player. It seems so simple, but it really helps me out. You can share this podcast with other book nerd friends or on your favorite social media space. You can also join the Shelf Addiction Patreon family. For as little as $2 a month, you will help us produce even more awesome content for your ears. You can also consider joining the Shelf Addiction Official Facebook group, where we talk all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. You can also reach us via email at info@shelfaddiction.com. Thank you for listening.